Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Jim Walmsley before the 2021 UTMB. How are you, Jim?
I'm doing great out here. Travel went good and been enjoying some easy days out here.
Hopefully some really easy days.
Yeah, all right. I got in some good ones on Saturday and Sunday, getting the legs moving again. But other than that, it's been very chill and it looks like my legs went through travel well.
Felt good afterward.
Yeah.
That's good. Because it's not a given, is it?
Yeah.
So obviously you won Western States. You had a good run there. How did you feel afterward?
Tired.
Yeah.
It's been because I guess the year kind of started getting ready for January.
Yep.
But then there's a long break in between, and kind of debating whether I was going to race or not race in between my 100K in January in Western States, and decided not to, just knowing that I'd be pretty worn out by now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it ended up being a good call, and all things considered, I think things are coming back around now.
Did you go as deep into the well this year at Western States as maybe 2019 or 2018?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, more or less, we'll find out.
Yeah.
I feel good, but sometimes you don't know how far you went until you go to try to give it 100% again, and you don't have everything anymore. So, but we'll see.
You were going into Western States dealing with a lingering injury.
Yeah.
Has that?
Yeah, the
been the
IT
issue?
ban has been gone, basically. It kind of resolved maybe 2 weeks before Western States. And so that's been really great, which has been nice. I knew kind of once I got out to Silverton for training for out here, up and down tends to be pretty nice on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but some little foot things popping up here and there, but it's just kind of part of it.
But
And
new is better than dealing with that same injury.
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
So as long as nothing stays around too long, but this week things are starting to, feel as healthy as ever, and hopefully no problems on race day.
Yeah, I think in general, people who just follow ultra running from a distance on the internet think of you as a flat and fast runner, and not as a mountain runner. But you really enjoy running the mountains. You just glow when you're in the San Juan.
Yeah, I like the mountains. I definitely spend, every summer out there, but a lot of time in the mountains every year, dedicated to basically big mountain ultras, because I think career-wise, that's where I'd like to find myself doing most of my stuff. That's where I find most of my passion. And just happens to be when I'm younger, kind of turning the legs over. But just that time frame of my career is more limited, and just try to get it the best out of myself for those and move on. And then, but hopefully be back at
you
UTMB
enjoy the climbing and the descending and all of that.
Yeah. Hope to be doing the Alps races for years to come.
Got it. Have you, in terms of racing Western States, it took a couple less than stellar results before you nailed it.
Yeah.
You had a good finish with a fifth a couple years back, and then a couple DNFs. Do you look at those as failures, or do you look at them as sort of building blocks to finding some success in the future?
So fifth in 2017 and DNF in 2018, and then it's been 3 years. So definitely learning experiences, both of them tons and tons I took away. 2018 is a little kind of stumps me a bit, of just I showed up really tired, and stumping me of that hasn't happened too many times, as tired as I was on race day, but took away a lot from training for the race in that aspect of it, and kind of how I approach this year, and making sure that I'm as best I can not trying to cook myself in between Western States and UTMB, and if I don't get in enough training, that's probably a good thing, rather than doing too much and just not having it.
Yeah. And how do you prepare yourself not to cook yourself too early in the race itself?
I guess, you're talking 3 years ago in my career. I just feel I'm more confident with, the ultra running shoes I'm in right now. I hope to be up front. I hope to compete for a win, but at the same time, good race, bad race, I'm still pretty happy with where I'm at in the sport, and UTMB is not going to change too much, and I feel like I have a lot of years to keep coming back and keep trying. So if it continues to be a learning process, Well, that's okay. But yeah, I definitely dream and hope to have a great day out there. Yeah.
People, I think, are rightly looking at it as you and Francois as two of the prime favorites here. You two are friends, and he paced you at, or you paced him, excuse me, at Hard Rock. So, what's that going to look like out on the trail?
I'm excited to run with Francois out there. I think of it as almost a plus that, especially if we find ourselves together. We've spent a lot of miles together in the mountains, and it'll be really enjoyable. I think perhaps we'll both be better off or stronger for it, and maybe we work together compared to, if there's only 3 of us and it's myself and Francois, we'll probably work together to get the third guy, almost no matter who it is, out. Which that was more similar to even where we found ourselves in 2017 and working together to try to do anything to Killian. So, and then eventually I was the odd man out, I guess. So,
but
it's fun. We have a good camaraderie and a good we're happy for each other's success, and we like pushing each other.
But you could also enjoy part of that too. If you're together at 30 miles, you're not going to be pushing each other at 30 miles, hopefully.
We test each other all the time.
Do you?
Yeah, it's fun. But yeah, he's a lot of fun. I think we have very different strengths, so that's where the testing kind of, we get to poke each other. But
how would that work if you're out there? Because you may be faster on the flat.
I don't know. We've both had really good results just in 2021, so I think both of us feel like we hope to have a good day, but then not as much pressure to make a good day.
You've already nailed
create
one.
Anything. Yeah.
Anything here is bonus.
Yeah, it feels like that.
Is that how you kind of look at this?
Yeah, I'm really happy with what I got out of myself in the Road 100K. I think this race will maybe, if anything, just dictate a little bit of my schedule for next year. So, I don't know what next.
Why is that? If you nailed this, would you just be all right, I've got that, time to try something else?
I don't know, because even Western States right now, I have 3 wins in a row. It's can we make it 4? Do we start looking ahead to trying to do more, or do we turn a chapter? I'm not sure. All I've decided is after UTMB I want to break, and
nice.
I'll plan things out then.
All right, well, I hope you go into that break having had a great race.
Yeah, thanks.
Take care.
You too. Bye.